Hello everybody, welcome to Tempo League. My name is Barrett Dastrup. Today we're going to talk about alternating strokes. So playing right, left, or left, right. Now, I really hope that you've watched the video on free strokes. If you haven't watched that, go check that out. The prerequisites to playing what we want to play today, what you already have to have worked out is the free stroke, which is like this. Okay, stick is bouncing, coming back past vertical. You're not doing much other than holding it. Again, go watch that video. And the practice that we did on that was just, okay? Over at tempoleague.com, if you check out what I've got going on over there, we do other practices and it's gonna help you get up to speed doing this type of thing. Okay? So dribbling the stick. So that's also essential. You got to have that down. You got to be feeling good with that to do what we're about to talk about now. Okay? So now what we want to do is we want to weave the strokes together. All right? So it's going to be like this. The exercise will be like this. Okay, and then over to your left hand. We'll talk more about that. But as you can see, we're going right, left, and left, right. Okay? This is used all over the place. This is a single stroke roll. Okay? When you're going down the toms, when you're doing rolls on the snare, whatever it is, cymbal swells. It's so many applications for this. So this is huge. And one thing to keep in mind is you're seeing that our stick beads are way up high like this. So when you play drums, we've talked about you don't play this way. That would be really awkward and inefficient to try to move around the kit with your stick beads up high. So you're asking, well, why are we practicing like this? We're practicing like this at low or at slow tempos so that we can show that we're able to just hold the stick really loosely and we're able to let the stick come back up on its own momentum, that we're not acting on it. Okay? That's why it's really important at these slow tempos and when you're starting out to, be able to prove that by having the stick height really high. And as you get faster and faster, you'll see that we have to bring the stick beads down. When you're at fast tempos, it makes no sense to try to keep the stick beads up. But by the time you're at fast tempos, the hope is that you've developed the right technique in your hands so that when you are at low tempos, you're still allowing the stick to be the one that's bouncing around and you're not the one that's acting on the stick. I hope that makes sense. You'll feel it more and more as you go through these videos and you do these practices with me. So today, just to dive into this, let's actually take a closer look at the practice first so we understand what we're doing. And then I'll talk a little bit more about things to pay attention to, pitfalls to avoid, that type of thing. So today, we're going to be at 60 BPM. Okay, let's remember how we count quarter notes. First of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. My metronome just died, but you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right around there. Okay. Now, eighth notes would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Then 16th notes, you count 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1. Okay? So the right hand is just playing on eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, just like that. And then we're going to fill in those 16th notes with the left hand. So for right now, just so you can hear the right hand keeping steady eighth notes, I'm going to play the left hand on my leg. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Moving it to the pad. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1. Okay? One thing we should always try to do is play in the center of the pad. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so that's what we're looking for, is that weaving together of the strokes. And the same thing with the left hand. There's going to be a point in this exercise where you switch to your left. And it's the same. The left, here, I'll play on the eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then adding the right hand in to weave them together. And it'll come in on the 16th notes, which is E and right? So this is 1 and this is E 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 4 E and 1. Sorry, I got out of breath there, missed some of the counts there, but hopefully that's making sense. All right. So we will get to the actual practice in just a second, but that's what this is all about. Now, this might seem really, really boring, and you're thinking, I don't see how I'm going to apply this. I keep thinking I can use this, and I can't because the battery is dead. But this is 60 BPM, what we've been doing. Think about as you get faster. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I won't count 16 notes because it's too fast for me to count, but listen. Okay, that's faster. Or okay, you see, you can get that up to tempo real quick, but only if you pay the price at these lower tempos. Because when I'm doing that, I'm not grabbing the stick really hard and trying to... I'd get worn out super fast if I do that. No. I'm doing exactly what you see here. I'm doing free strokes. And they're super loose. And we'll talk a little later about using your fingers. That's another thing we'll get to, but this is a prerequisite for that. You gotta get the weaving of the strokes happening, and they gotta be real loose, and they gotta be free strokes first. So again, if you're feeling bored and you're feeling like this is a waste of time, I promise you it's not. I promise if you stick with this, you are going to blow past the drumming ceiling that you've been running into. You're going to free up your hands to do so many more things. You're going to be able to play grooves and fills and stuff on the drums that you've watched people play on YouTube and thought, that's essentially a magic trick. I have no idea what they're doing there. Well, you'll be able to do it. Okay? So, what do we want to do? What we don't want to do is get anxious and screw up the timing. Okay? So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. There's a tendency when you start weaving in that left hand to, it'll come in early, it'll come in late, you'll flam like, right? It'll just get kind of messy. You'll forget which hand is leading and which hand is supposed to be filling in. Like, just go slow enough that you can naturally follow the metronome and fit those strokes in, right? Pay attention to the spacing, the evenness. It's not... It's... Okay? So think about that. Make sure that you just go back to what we talked about with the free stroke, that you are letting the stick hit and come back up on its own momentum. As you start to add that left hand in, it's very, very likely that, your brain, you'll be putting so much CPU power towards getting the two hands to weave together, to intersperse, that you'll probably start grasping the stick tighter and introducing tension in places that you shouldn't. So make sure that you're just going slow enough and you're working that out. Don't get frustrated with yourself. It's normal. It's going to happen. You're trying to kind of train your brain, you're training your brain and your limbs to do this. And so you got to be patient. You got to work it out. And that's what the slow tempos are for. So, but pay attention to that, the evenness, the technique, that it is remaining consistent, that you're aiming for the center of the pad, and all that good stuff. Other than that, it's really not, there's not a whole ton to talk about. Keep those elbows in like we talked about, not like glued to your sides, but not out, not floating up. It's not like that. Just nice and loose, natural next to your sides. Right. Okay. Let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else that I would tell you. We're still in American grip. So not sure if you can see the French grip is where our thumbs are on top. We're not like that. We're slightly tilted. Okay. And your hand is like this, and the stick is coming down towards the pad. It's not straight up and down, which is a great way to play, has its purposes. We're just not doing that right now. We're not French gripping it. We're American gripping it, okay? All right, so the practice that we're gonna do, it will go 1 bar on the right hand, okay? And then we're going to weave the strokes together for a bar. Then we're gonna go 1 bar on the right hand again. Then we're gonna weave the strokes together for a bar, but we're gonna lead with the left. Okay, so let's play to that point. So starting with the right hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Notice we're back to the right hand. Now we're gonna do it, but we're gonna lead with the left. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Do you get that? So now we're leading with the left hand. We're gonna do the exact same thing we just did, but we're gonna lead with the left, and it's gonna end us up back at the right, and then we'll stop. Okay, so leading with the left, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Notice that we ended on the right. Okay, now I'm going to play through it again. Watch me. Okay, just watch which hand is leading, and I will stop when I've gone through it 1 time. Here we go. Leading with the right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Okay, you got that? If you don't got that, no worries. Go back and watch it. You'll see what's going on. Okay, let's go ahead. I will play through this exercise now for, I don't know, maybe like 3 to 5 minutes, and just follow along with me. If you go over to tempoleague.com, check out the Better Hands course. We have more exercises over there that help you speed this up. Right now, we're just going to do this slow. But again, we have more exercises that are going to help you start bringing the stick beads down, and you get to this speed, though, 1 and 2 and. So it'd be more like 1 and 2 and 3. Right? Even faster. Okay? So then you get to where you can play really fast, but you got to build that up. So now let's go ahead and do that practice real slow. Follow along with me. Here we go. And I'm not going to count anymore. I'll count in my head, but you just follow along with me. Okay? Last time. Okay, that is the exercise. I'm feeling nice and loose. Hands are feeling real warm, no pain at all. It's because I just let the stick bounce back to me. Wasn't gripping hard. And that's what you got to do. So remember to go slow. Remember to focus on the spacing between the strokes. If you're having any trouble with those free strokes at all, stop and go back to that video. Spend the time that you need to with that video. Go over to tempoleague.com. My paid stuff will really help you dive even deeper into these exercises, and you can follow along with me and really get that stuff worked out. So, thank you for checking out Tempo League. I sure hope that you have a great day, a great rest of the week, and we will see you next time for the next video. Have a good one.